So quite possibly the last motor I'll be testing on my boat for 2023 is this 1993 15 horse Evinrude. Someone had worked on this who has absolutely no idea how to work on an outboard. I got it and the lower pan was half hanging off and someone had tried to take it apart. I reinstalled that right and tried to start the motor, and it ran poorly and didn't pump water. So that was first order of business. I proceeded to pop the thermostat cover and found that about half the parts were missing. But obviously that's not the reason it didn't pump water. So I ordered an impeller, and the original one was just absolutely trashed. It had just about none of the fins remaining on it. I replaced that, got the motor pumping water, started it up, and it still ran poorly, so I proceeded to go through the fuel system. In the carburetor, I found that the float was installed upside down and the main jet was completely missing. That's the second motor I've had this fall with that odd problem of a main jet just completely missing. Put the carburetor back together, got that new main jet. Got it running. I had to adjust the linkages on the throttle and then at the end of the tiller quite substantially because they were just way out of adjustment. Other than that, there was just miscellaneous things wrong, like the telltale tube was installed incorrectly. They tried to route it out of a blank hole in the thermostat cover instead of through the exhaust housing like it should be. Anyway, I got it all back together and running good, and this one came down to the wire because the missing thermostat parts just came in this morning, and I knew I couldn't boat test it without those parts just because the water was so cold out here. It's the middle of November now, but I'm glad I got it all back together and able to get it out for a boat ride. And even with all the work that I've done to this motor, it really runs good. I'm quite happy with it. So we will show it running here. There it is, idling in neutral. Put it into gear there. Idle it back down. You can see the new water pump is working very well. Put it back in neutral. Shift into reverse. Yeah, it runs really well. We've got kind of a heavy load today. We've got 6 gallons of gas, and then not only do I have my trolling motor battery up front, I've got a 6 horse right there just in case anything went wrong. I want to have backup power just because of this cold water. But yeah, even with all the parts assembled incorrectly, it turned out to be a really nice one, and it runs really good. I'm confident that this is going to be a real nice runner for someone, and I'm glad to have it back on the water. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll probably end up seeing you next spring for boat tests at least. So thanks.